Good morning, and on the bench in front of me today I've got a 1979 Suzuki RM125n. So it's going to need a bit of love, really, to be honest. There's a few bits and pieces missing. The main one is the airbox, but then the tank, it's a plastic tank on this. So the 79 was the first year that they moved away from the lovely aluminium tanks to the plastic tanks. And the plastic tank has got a big split down the side of it, which someone has tried to fill with something. And it looks as though they have filled it, but obviously chances are that a split is going to come back. So yeah, main one, airbox missing, tank is going to need to be replaced, and then obviously side panels missing, which are a minor thing. And then I was thinking, because the engine turns over and it sparks, I was going to have a go at getting it running. So the first job was, I had a look in the bottom of the carb, and I have never seen a carb as corroded in my life, really. The corrosion has started, but it's eaten away at the top of one of the posts that holds the floats in. So the whole top of the post is missing. Yeah, that carb is in a bad way, I'm afraid. Some of what else is there is quite good though, really. The wheels look to be in good nick. A few scuffs and scrapes from tyre levers and stuff like that, but they're straight. There's a bent spoke in the rear wheel, but the rims look straight. The hubs look to be good. The brake plates look to be good. The pipe doesn't look bad at all, and the engine cases look to be in good order, and the head and barrel looks to be in good order. So like I say, it has got good bits on it, and it's sparking and turning over. So the engine is doing what it's supposed to do. It just might need. It's feeling as though it's a bit low on compression, so probably need rings or a piston. I'd be sticking a piston in at minimum. Probably be advisable to rebuild the engine, but it's each to their own, to be fair. And I have run engines which haven't been fully rebuilt and they've been fine for a while, and then I've run others which haven't been rebuilt and they've not lasted so long. So there's positives and negatives in this bike, really. Let's have a look around her, and then we can do the gearbox check, and then she'll be up for sale. 1979 Suzuki RM125. So I'm sure whoever's going to want to buy this bike will want to know, are the engine and frame numbers intact? They are completely intact, and they match up to 1979 RM125. So like I say, you can possibly see in the back of the carb there, you can see corrosion and a bit of fustiness in there, but what you can't see is what's down in the bowl. So that is really the worst bit. The airbox at push, you will be able to find one, but at a push you could mech one. Like I say, the pipe looks to be in real good condition, amazingly. Slight dent there, bit of rust, bit of a blast and a respray, and it'll be all good. The frame rails are immaculate. Like I say, the crankcases are in good order. I would say it's original paint on the frame, so it's not as though it's ever been restored. I like them when they're original paint like that. The fork tubes They've started pitting at the top, but not down at the bottom. The fork legs themselves look to be in decent condition. Like I say, the front wheel, there's no splits, there's no dents. It's just wear from like tyre levers, which hopefully you can see. I'd say it'd need a fresh set of tyres. Like tyre lever marks here. Other than that, it looks to be straight to me. They've put on a more modern mud guard and cut it down at the back so it's not catching the pipe, but you'd be changing that, I'm sure, anyway. That's where they've repaired the tank, so it's going to need a tank, seat. The seat base doesn't look bad. Sometimes they go brittle. That seems to be in good order. The foam could do with being replaced really, but I know a lot of people would still run it. Like I say, the engine cases again on this side all look to be in good order. The chain's not come off and smashed through the stator cover or anything like that, which is what often happens. The rear shocks, I'm thinking they're the original shocks that have been painted. I'm sure that they are, looking at the shape of them and the wells around the top and the nitrogen canisters. I'm sure they are the original shocks, which is nice, isn't it? You can get someone to rebuild them. The nice aluminium swing arm, which was a standard on this year. And then the rear wheel. And the silencer looks to be in good condition. Rear wheel is round, not dented. That's that spoke that I saw that was bent. Rear brake arm's bent. Again, that's neither here nor there. You could either straighten that or get a fresh one. Lots of genuine Suzuki bolts still in this, which again I always like to see. It's a nice thing when they've still got the original bolts in them. Even the flipping triple clamps look alright. In fact, they look really good, in fact. It's nice to see. So, she's got some issues, but should be a good start for a project. Or if you've got another one that you're doing up, or some bits for one, then this would be a perfect thing. The gearbox check. So there's two things I'm saying about this gearbox check. One is that gear selector there didn't come on this engine, so it's not going with this engine either. And then the other thing is, it is selecting gears, but it's just a little bit fiddly to find neutral, so that would need a little bit of investigation as to why that is. Could be something on the selector drum, potentially. So we're in neutral now, down into first, up into second, up into third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. And sixth is the top of the box. Down into fifth, fourth, third, second, and neutral. So just doesn't kind of click into neutral, but it's clicking into the other gears fine. So gearbox is alright, or it's generally alright. At least you know it's got all of the gears. Anyway, so that's that for this bike. We'll get some pictures of it, get it up on eBay for tonight, and move on to our next one. Please like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just search Phoenix Motos.